We're gonna spread La Onda gospel, Billy Graham style.
A shocking statement that Hollywood is, quote, run by...
I tell you what I do. Maybe I should just put 500 guns out there in the street and just start shooting up people. Just to...
We're from Alcoholics Anonymous.
What's your name?
Well, we're anonymous.
Don't let that big off. Don't look away now.
How you asking stupid questions?
Don't get shy now.
How you hate yourself?
We'll fold that up right now.
All of you!
All these things that I've been through, all these that I've seen.
Yo, what's good, gang? Today we got the ladder day 3. Let's get into it. First thing, just big thanks to everyone that's been supporting and rocking out with us. You know, it's really appreciated. All the support, all the love. Doesn't go unnoticed. So that was my one rep. Yeah, so the day 3 was a ladder day, and that pretty much just means each set you're increasing your reps. And just a quick note as well, if you've been training for a while, like if you're an advanced trainer, you know, you've put in reps over the years, this program's probably not for you. You're not going to see much difference. You might gain a little bit of, you know, your reps might improve a little bit, but you're not going to see as much as a, you know, beginner or intermediate person that's jumping onto this program. Between each rep set, there's a 30-second rest. So I hit 1 rep, took 30 seconds, and here I am doing 2. I take 30 seconds, and I'll hit 3. And when I feel like I can't get any more reps at my rep standard, you know, that set is done. I'm done with that set, and then I move on to my second set. So I think this first set I get 5 reps. I don't think I get a 6. I don't think I would have got a 6 rep to my rep standard. So then I call it, and I jump onto my second set. So I start back at 1. So I'll just quickly touch on day 2. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend go watching it. But day 2 is more about targeting is more about increasing, you know, the resistance or the ability of the muscle to push through fatigue, which is what I call money in the bank. If fatigue is keeping you from, you know, performing to your max potential, then you're missing out on the actual stimulus that is required for muscle growth. So you're not actually getting any muscle growth. You're just kind of just working out and, you know, burning calories or burning energy. You're not actually promoting any muscle growth. So that's a big issue I see everyone missing out on. You know, people will just follow a certain set and rep range, and they're not actually listening into their body. So that's why I preach, you know, listen to your body, go within, meditate, you know, find that body connection, that mind-muscle connection, the power within. I'll be honest here. I used to smoke buds and then go work out, and I'm not promoting it or anything, I'm just being honest, but that really helped me with my mind-muscle connection. You know, it really helped connect the neurological pathways. You know, it really helped me focus in while I was lifting. So, you know, take from that what you will. I'm not promoting it, I'm not condoning it, I'm not saying do it, but I'm just telling you my story, my honest truth. For me, it's more about building that mind-muscle connection, as I mentioned. And like I said in day 2, you can take these 3 training techniques and apply it to any other calisthenic bodyweight movements, and they're guaranteed to improve there. And why I say focus in on the quality, because this really helps build or strengthen this really helps strengthen and build the neuron connections that are used for this movement, which in turn, obviously, like I said, is going to help with your efficiency. How I like to think of it, to go back to another car analogy, if you've been following on IG, and I talked about fasting and, you know, putting in the correct fuel, or how our bodies take in fuel. I'll do another car analogy for here. So the max day, that day 1, is kind of like the max effort. We're trying to pump as much fuel, or pumping more fuel into the engine. That's the goal of that max day. The goal of the volume day 2, is kind of like you're increasing the size of the gas tank, or the capacity of the gas tank, so you can kind of go farther. You can kind of go further. And in this day here, this latter day, is kind of like when you are like fine-tuning, or, you know, like the CPU, you're trying to just tweak the output of the engine, like not really doing too much to it, you're just fine-tuning it, you know. That's why I say focus on the quality on this day. So this first ladder set, you'll see here, I don't think I would have got, so I just kind of stop and I call it, and then I wait 30 seconds, and then I jump onto my second set, and I hit 1 rep, and then I hit 1 rep, 30 seconds, 2 again. So the rest of these sets, I've cut out the wait time just so we don't have to watch. But essentially, this ladder day, day 2 and day 3, or the volume and the ladder day, are targeted at building efficiency. for day 3 especially, think quality over quantity. Fatigue is a factor in this day, so that's why I say really focus in on that quality. You know, that rep range, that rep standard that I said to record from your first day. Make sure you're hitting that every rep, and the moment you think you can't hit that anymore, call it and jump onto your next set. So stop there, 30-second rest, and jump onto 1 rep again and climb again or start again. Because, you know, since this day we're not maxing out, it allows, you know, obviously to get more volume in. 5 sets of whatever reps you can get up to, that's a lot of volume and a lot of stimulus. So yeah, like I was saying, day 2 and day 3 is more aimed towards building up the metabolic stress in the muscle, and that way your body's kind of adjusting to it or getting used to it, and it'll adapt and it'll make the appropriate changes, and you'll notice the differences over the weeks. So the latter day, this day, day 3, I like it because it's it's an easy way, you know, it's a simple way to get higher rep ranges, you know, compared to day 1 where you're maxing out. You're not gonna reach high reps. So why I mentioned the metabolic stress being important is because the more exposure you can get, you can put that muscle to. Okay, so the more exposure you can get through the muscle in terms of the metabolic stress, it's just going to help improve, you know, your overall working capacity for that muscle group. So obviously in this instance, the pull-ups, your back muscles, your lats and everything. So yeah, basically through completing these sets, you know, with a shorter rest period, you're obviously not going as hard as the max day, so you can really dial in on the quality. And as I said in that day 2 video, this program is all about consistency, so don't be discouraged if your reps drop off week to week or whatever. Overall, you're going to see an increase, your body's going to adjust, and improvements will show over time. The volume tolerance is a slow build, but that's where patience comes in, and that mental fortitude, that mental, you know, ability to push through and just to hold on and keep working. So with the latter day, with this day here, the movement or the form is what I really like to focus in on, because obviously you have only got 30 seconds rest. So yeah, I'm really just trying to focus in on making sure each rep that I'm hitting is as close to that rep standard from day 1 as possible. Because since recovery, you know, fatigue is a factor here. Yeah, I kind of just focus in on quality. I'm not worried about what numbers I hit. I'm just making sure that each rep is quality. But yeah, let's work. Appreciate all the love. Thanks guys. Peace.